Hello, this is Mark. I work at one of the Apple retail store. And first of all, I would like to unveil something from my heart that I am very pleased that someone is believing in my clips and they believe in my expertise. I'm not about to brag about my abilities, but the thing is I want to contribute the true story. Okay? Then you can get the right Mac for yourself and get the most out of your Mac. Uh, some of my friends that I met on YouTube sent me some email, and they wanted me to do some clips about the batteries, some sort of comparisons between the old batteries for MacBook Pros and compared to the latest battery for MacBook Pro. And today I'll give you the answer. Firstly, you have to get to know something first. This is very important. It's not like secret, but it's like selling technique from Apple. To be perfectly honest, the latest MacBook Pro doesn't come with a new battery. The battery is pretty much the same. Believe me or not, it has the same battery. Okay? But the secret is the graphic card is smaller. That's why it consumes less energy. Okay? So, between the prior old MacBook Pros 2009 compared to the latest battery from the new MacBook Pros or MacBook Y 2010, both of them are lithium polymer battery, 4 cells, okay, and it allows to hold the charge up to 1,000 times. That means the cycling counts can go up to 1,000 charge. Before, there's going to be like some sort of pop-up menus, underneath the batteries icon, on your desktop, and say things like service batteries, which allows to go to the nearest Apple store in any nearest neighborhood country, and then you go there and have the battery replaced. In general, you got some sort of exchange programs for batteries. This is very important. So the thing is, you don't have to ask me about what is the difference between the old batteries and new battery. They are identical, slightly different, slightly. You don't see the difference. The prior batteries, Apple say things like, okay, it's 60-watt battery. And the latest one, you got 63.5. But actually, it's identical. More importantly, the graphic cards for the latest one consume less energy. But more than that, now you know the secret. It's not the batteries that make the difference, but the graphic card is smaller. But there are several things that you might know in order to get the most of your batteries. Apple says 10 hours on one charge. Wow, how could that be? I've spoken to a number of Apple engineers because I do have some personal connection with them throughout the world. In general, if you want to get 10 hours on one charge, Apple said Wi-Fi connectivity. That means at the Apple head office, when we first trying to launch the battery results, the test of the battery, firstly, they use the MacBook Pro to launch Safari and surf the web using Wi-Fi connectivity. And at that time, they have dimmed the screen to 50%, so you won't get full brightness of the screen. And at that time, there were no peripherals connected to the machine, like mouse or keyboards. There was no CD inside the slot loading, doubling your super drive. So I think the summary should be like you might get 10 hours if you just use Safari to surf the web via Wi-Fi. And more importantly, the Bluetooth connectivity must be turned off also. Okay? And by the way, more important, in order to get the most of your batteries, when you first, after you bought your first Mac from the Apple store, I have some secret for you. It's called calibrating the battery. I have explained about these procedures about probably 2 3 weeks ago due to my prior clips, but I will say things like that again. In general, when you first bought your Mac, do not just charge your battery right away. Okay? Uh, After you got home from a Mac store, you have to drain your battery up to zero first. That means you have to drain the battery till the battery is empty. And then you have to leave it like that, put it on the table for probably like 3 to 4 hours. And then you have to recharge it up to fully charge again. You got what I mean? So this procedure might take around 10 hours. So first, when you got home, drain the battery, and then leave it like that 3-4 hours, and then charge it up to 100% again. It's called calibrating the battery. That means it allows the cells in the battery to sit properly. Okay, to sit properly, and then you get the most out of the battery life. And more importantly, apart from dimming the screen, turn off the Bluetooth sometime. Apart from do not leave any CD inside the AA or super drive. Apart from do not leave any peripheral hooked up to your Mac like mouse, keyboards, and monitor. Do you know what? What is the worst enemies to your batteries? Do you know that? It's the high temperature. Okay? How many of you have read the tech specs of any Mac's computers or Mac's laptop? It said operating temperatures, okay, should not exceed 35 Celsius degree, and storage temperature, that means you store your Mac in a warehouse, should not exceed 45 Celsius degree. Okay, if you use your Mac in like very cold country, okay, like North Canada or in North Russia, Switzerland, Scandinavian, very cold country, that's fine. But if you use your Mac in rainforest country, like probably in this country, in Thailand, in Philippines, Indonesia, you might have to really be aware of your Macs to be easily broken. Your batteries will be draining up itself very quickly. The motherboards might be easily broken. Okay, and okay, let me talk about some other thing. This thing is not involved with the batteries, but very important. Please kindly be aware of the power surge. Okay, do one thing: you buy a Mac, you spend a bit more, probably around like $10 US. I would suggest to buy the something called socket extender, and you have to find the one that say things like surge protector. This is very good because almost 79 to 85% of broken Mac comes from power surge. Okay, this is very important. If your Mac haven't hooked up to the ground, and it can be a very high tendency to get power surge, and the screen might be broken. You get lots of lines on the screen called dead pixel line. The motherboard might be broken. Apart from very high level of humidities also, and of course, do not leave your Mac. You're gonna be killing your Mac if you leave your Mac in your car under direct sunlight. Okay, your Mac won't last very long. And don't come to the store and say things like why the batteries could probably carry the electricity up to only 1.5 hours. Okay, this is very important. But nowadays, every Mac's laptop comes with something that's very, very nice. It's called charging mechanism. Do one thing after you finish watching my clips. You go, I just want to ask you something. You go to google.com and you download an application called Coconut Battery. Okay, Coconut Battery. It's a very nice free application that allows you to see the cycling counts of the battery. It's allows to prove my point. Even though you hook up your Mac to the wall power outlet, it will say things, okay, fine, the battery is connected to the power outlet, but the battery is not charging because the power has been cut off. So lots of people kept asking me about, do they have to, remove the batteries every time they got home back and forth? Or this time, no. You can just leave your Mac to plug it into the wall all the time. Because when the battery is fully charged, it will automatically cut the electricity to itself. So you don't have to worry about that. Be aware of temperatures, and don't forget, after you first bought your Mac, don't forget to calibrate your battery. Just drain it, leave it like that 3-4 hours, and charge it up to 100%. And do like this every 2 months. This is the best I could offer you as the best friend's advice. Thanks for watching.